morning. Good morning. My name is Larry Griffin, and before I get started, there's some ladies and some women in here. In my story, there's a few words in here that are unflattering to women, so it's only in there twice, so I'm giving you a heads up. Okay. My first day in jail. My first experience of being locked up was in San Francisco Juvenile Hall in the early 60s. My second grade teacher was reading a story from a book called Curious Joys. She was very boring. My teacher was a 40-ish Caucasian lady. She was slim built, blonde hair, and about 5 foot 2 inches tall. I don't even remember her name. She may have been a substitute teacher. I don't remember. I was very bored listening to her, so I decided to talk to one of my classmates. My teacher got very angry and slammed the book down on the desk. Then she rushed toward me angrily. She grabbed both of my shoulders. Then with her left hand, she slapped me on the side of my face. She slapped me so hard that it left her handprint on my face. I was shocked. I thought to myself, bitch, you didn't just slap me, did you? My mama don't even slap me. She was still holding on to me when I slapped her back because I was so shocked, and by reflex. From what I remember, my classmates reacted with a gasp. They were also shocked by what I did. I was 6 or 7 years old when this happened. The teacher grabbed me and pulled me to the principal's office. He just looked at me, and I bet he was thinking, why, you little nigger. I was so scared. They sent me home with a note saying I couldn't come back until I had a hearing. When I got home, my mother was still at work. I was petrified that when she got home and read the note, that she was going to tear my butt up. I don't remember actually, but it was usually what happened. So I'm sure she did. I had to go to juvenile hall for a hearing that week. Instead of going back home, they made me spend the night there in juvenile hall. I don't remember the conversation of why they locked me up. I remember it wasn't like a jail. It was a single padded room, about 8 by 10. I remember looking up at the ceiling. It seemed so high up there. And I remember having all kind of crazy thoughts, like all the horror movies I watched, like Frankenstein, Werewolf, Dracula. That's all the horror movies that were out at the time. I was scared. I could not tell what time of day it was. I think eventually fear put me to sleep. I didn't go back to that school, which was John Sweat. My mother enrolled me into a Catholic school. That lasted one day. The nun was telling me about the rules of the school. Then she told me to hold my hand out. I did. Then she hit me with a ruler. I jerked my hand back and said, bitch. And that's a whole other story. My first experience in real jail was in 1971, San Francisco County Jail. I remember being body searched. They made me put my fingers through my hair, open my mouth, lift up my tongue, then cough. Bend over, spread my cheeks, lift both feet. They were looking for paraphernalia. My first experience in the pen was in 1973. I went to Vacaville Prison first. This was the facility where they sent you to evaluate you and decide where you were going to be doing the time. They had a farm, a furniture plant, auto shop, dairy, and other jobs. Vacaville was an institution where big companies used to experiment with drugs on inmates. You would get paid for it if you had a bad reaction to the drugs and something grew out of your face. They would not be responsible. They made you sign a waiver. That was also the first time I saw real transsexuals. I assumed they were experimenting on them with implants, silicons, and other drugs. I was shocked when I saw this. I was walking down the hall with other inmates. When I saw them, I thought, damn, they got women in here? I didn't know. It depended on the crime you committed as to where you would be sent to do your time. I had committed a low-level crime so I could go to any low-level prison like a camp. I told them I want to go to San Quentin. They were shocked and asked why I want to go there. Because at that time, San Quentin was a tough prison. It was the #1 dangerous prison at the time. I told them that it was close to home. They told me I was too young to go, so they sent me to Solitaire prison. The inmate next to me was a Vietnam veteran that got me high for the first time in prison. I was there for about 3 to 4 months. There was a riot at Solitaire and I got hurt. I got sent to San Quentin for a medical care. I was supposed to be there for a week or so, but stayed about 18 months. I had gotten my wish. I was close to home. Then I went to Tracy for about 4 months. From there, I went to Folsom for a couple of weeks. A guard got killed. I got sent back to Solitaire. From there, I went to San Quentin for a special program with work furlough. My first day on the yard, an inmate got stabbed on the yard. I happened to be playing dominoes with a group of men. The men that got stabbed was playing with us. He fell on me at the table. I was green and didn't know how to get out the way. I never played domino since that day. I witnessed over 8 stabbings while in San Quentin. I met people from all criminal lifestyles. Most of the inmate population were addicts.